They say you are what you eat. But have you ever stopped to think about what that actually looks like inside your body? When you eat a bowl of spinach, your heart celebrates. When you eat an egg, your eyes get a shield against the sun. When you sip on bone broth, your knees thank you. Welcome back to Maxinutrifacts. Today, we are doing something different. We aren't just looking at weight loss or one specific diet. We are going to perform a full nutritional body scan. We're going to travel from your brain all the way down to your joints, covering 10 specific organ systems. I'm going to show you exactly which foods fuel which organ, and more importantly, the science of why they work. But before we start the scan, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now so you do not miss out on our latest updates. We are breaking down the science of nutrition every single week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Get your notepads ready. Let's start at the very top. Part 1. The brain, focus, and memory. Your brain is the command center. It weighs only about 3 pounds, but it consumes 20% of your body's energy. If you're dealing with brain fog, forgetfulness, or mental fatigue, your command center is likely running on low fuel. According to our chart, the superstars here are fatty fish, berries, chia seeds, turmeric, and dark leafy greens. Let's break this down. Your brain is roughly 60% fat. This isn't just stored energy. It's structural. The specific type of fat found in fatty fish, like salmon and mackerel, is omega-3 DHA. Think of DHA as the insulation for your brain's wiring. If you don't eat enough omega-3s, that insulation wears down and the signals slow down. That is what brain fog feels like. If you are plant-based, chia seeds are your backup generator. They provide ALA, a precursor that your body converts into energy for the brain. But what about protection? That's where berries and turmeric come in. As we age, our brain accumulates plaque and inflammation. The curcumin in turmeric and the flavonoids in berries act like a cleaning crew. They cross the blood-brain barrier, which is very hard to do, and help scrub away oxidative stress. Key takeaway: if you have a big exam or a heavy work week, skip the sugar. Load up on a salmon salad with chia seeds. Your brain will process information faster. Part 2. The eyes, vision protection. Moving down just a few inches, we reach the eyes. In our modern world, we abuse our eyes more than any other organ. We stare at screen, phones, and bright lights all day. This causes digital eye strain and blue light damage. The chart lists carrots, eggs, sweet potatoes, bell peppers, and fish. We've all heard carrots help you see in the dark. Is it a myth? No. Carrots and sweet potatoes are orange because of beta-carotene. Your body converts this into vitamin A. Without vitamin A, your eyes literally cannot convert light into images efficiently in low-light conditions. But the real secret weapon here is the egg, specifically the yolk. It contains 2 nutrients called lutein and zeaxanthin. I want you to visualize these as internal sunglasses. When you eat them, they accumulate in the retina of your eye and physically block harmful blue light frequencies from damaging your cells. And surprisingly, bell peppers, they have more vitamin C than oranges. Vitamin C is crucial for the blood vessels in your eyes. If you want to prevent cataracts and macular degeneration, this colorful list is your best defense. Part 3. Respiratory system, airways, and sinuses. Let's take a deep breath. Or, if you're struggling to do that, listen closely. The respiratory system, your nose, throat, and windpipe, is your first line of defense against viruses and bacteria. The foods listed here are ginger, garlic, rosemary, peppermint, honey, and turmeric. Notice a pattern? These are strong, aromatic foods. That pungency is medicine. Peppermint and rosemary contain menthol and rosmarinic acid. These compounds act as natural decongestants. They relax the muscles in your trachea, physically opening up your airways so you can breathe easier. Then we have honey. It's not just sugar. Raw honey is antibacterial and creates a soothing coating over an irritated throat. But the heavy hitters are ginger and garlic. These are antimicrobial powerhouses. If you feel a cold coming on, these ingredients don't just mask symptoms. They help your body fight the intruder. Part 4. The lungs, deep tissue health. Connected to the respiratory system are the lungs themselves. While the respiratory system is about the airways, the lungs are about gas exchange, getting oxygen into your blood. Our list includes ginger, garlic, apples, kale, pineapple, onion, and turmeric. I want to highlight two specific foods here, apples and pineapple. Apples and onions are rich in a compound called quercetin. Quercetin is a natural antihistamine. If you suffer from allergies or asthma, your lungs are constantly inflamed. Quercetin helps calm that reaction down. And pineapple? It contains an enzyme called bromelain. Bromelain is fascinating because it effectively eats dead tissue and breaks down heavy mucus. If you have a deep chest cough, pineapple can help thin that mucus so you can expel it. And of course, kale. The chlorophyll in leafy greens helps manage the heavy metal load and toxins we breathe in from city pollution. Part 5. The heart, the engine. Now we reach the engine of the body, the heart. It beats 100,000 times a day. It never rests. The least we can do is give it premium fuel. The list: spinach, nuts, fish, berries, olive oil, flax seeds. Heart disease is the #1 killer globally, but it is largely preventable with diet. Let's look at spinach. It's rich in dietary nitrates. When you eat spinach, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. This naturally lowers your blood pressure and takes the strain off your heart. Then we have olive oil and nuts. These are your healthy fats. They help manage your cholesterol profile by lowering the bad LDL and maintaining the good HDL. And we see fish and flax seeds again. Why? Because inflammation damages blood vessels, causing plaque to stick. Omega-3s make your blood slippery and reduce that inflammation, preventing the clogs before they start. We are halfway through body scan, covering the brain, eyes, and heart. If you are finding this helpful, please subscribe to this channel for more. We have a lot more ground to cover with the liver and kidneys coming up next. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on our latest updates. Part 6. The liver, the filter. Sitting right next to the stomach is your liver. This is your body's chemical processing plant. Everything you eat, drink, and breathe gets filtered here. The foods: Brussels sprouts, beets, lemon, garlic, grapes, green tea. You might hate Brussels sprouts, but your liver loves them. They, along with garlic, contain sulfur compounds. These sulfur compounds activate the enzymes your liver uses to detoxify the blood. Without sulfur, your liver can't push toxins out effectively. Beets are incredible here. They contain betaine, which protects the liver from fatty deposits, and they help thin the bile. Thin, free-flowing bile is essential for digesting fats and removing waste from the liver. And green tea, it's packed with catechins, which have been proven in studies to improve liver enzyme levels and reduce oxidative stress. Part 7. The kidneys, filtration and balance. Moving to the lower back, we have the kidneys. They filter about 200 liters of fluid every day to keep your blood clean. The list: berries, bell pepper, eggs, cauliflower, cabbage, garlic, lean meat. Diet for kidneys is tricky. If your kidneys are stressed, you usually need to lower potassium and sodium. That is why bell pepper, cauliflower, and cabbage are heroes here. They are nutrient-dense vegetables that are naturally lower in potassium compared to things like bananas or potatoes. They give you the vitamins without the mineral overload. Garlic appears again. It is the perfect substitute for salt. Excess salt is the enemy of the kidney because it raises blood pressure, which damages the delicate filtering units. And notice lean meat and eggs. Kidneys need protein to repair the body, but heavy, fatty proteins can be hard to filter. High quality, lean sources are much gentler on the renal system. Part 8. Intestines, the second brain. Now, the core of your health, the intestines or the gut. We now know that the gut controls everything from your immunity to your mood. The foods: yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, leafy greens. This section is all about the microbiome. Yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kombucha are fermented. They are full of probiotics, live beneficial bacteria. When you eat these, you are literally reinforcing the army in your stomach that fights off pathogens and digests your food. But you can't just add bacteria. You have to feed them. That is what the leafy greens are for. The fiber in greens acts as a prebiotic. It passes through your stomach undigested and becomes food for the good bacteria in your intestines. If you have bloating, indigestion, or even anxiety, look at this list. Are you fermenting your diet? Part 9. The skin, the outer shield. Let's look at the largest organ of the body, the skin. You can buy all the expensive creams you want, but if your diet is poor, your skin will show it. The list: avocado, nuts, sweet potato, kiwi, tomato, sunflower seeds. Skin health comes down to 3 things: moisture, protection, and structure. For moisture, we have avocados and nuts. These healthy fats incorporate into the cell walls of your skin, keeping them plump and hydrated. For protection, look at tomatoes and sweet potatoes. The lycopene in tomatoes acts like an internal sunblock, reducing the damage from UV rays. For structure, we have kiwi and sunflower seeds. Kiwi is loaded with vitamin C, which is required to make collagen. Sunflower seeds are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that prevents aging and wrinkles. Part 10. Joints mobility. Finally, what holds it all together? Your joints. As we age, cartilage wears down and inflammation creeps in. The foods: bone broth, walnuts, fish, sweet potato, chia seeds. Bone broth is the star here. It is rich in collagen, glucosamine, and chondroitin, the literal building blocks of cartilage. Drinking bone broth is like sending raw materials directly to the construction site of your knees and hips. Walnuts and fish and chia seeds provide the omega-3s. Joint pain is usually inflammation. Omega-3s put out the fire. And sweet potatoes again? Yes. The magnesium and potassium in them help with muscle function around the joints, preventing cramping and stiffness. Conclusion: we have just scanned the entire body, from the omega-3s for your brain to the collagen for your joints. You might feel overwhelmed looking at this list. Do you need to eat all of this every day? No, but notice the crossovers. Fatty fish helps your brain, heart, eyes, and joints. Leafy greens help your brain, lungs, heart, and intestines. Turmeric helps almost everything. Here is my challenge to you. Pick one organ from this video that has been giving you trouble. Maybe you have brain fog, or maybe your digestion is off. Commit to adding the 3 foods listed for that organ to your diet this week. Just 1 week. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more, so you do not miss out on our latest updates. We have more health guides coming your way soon. And tell me in the comments, which organ are you going to focus on first? I'm Maxinutrifacts. Eat well, and I'll see you in the next video.